There is a currency you have been bleeding your entire life, and you didn't even realize it. You hand it over to people who secretly hate you. You pour it into situations that slowly drain your soul. You donate it to a world that is engineered to consume you piece by piece. That currency is your attention, and because you give it away so desperately, so blindly, it has become worthless. This is the brutal, unforgiving law of social dynamics. If you are always available, you are disposable. If you are always reacting, you are controlled. Robert Greene understood this in the courts of Florence. He saw that the most powerful men were not the ones screaming for authority. They were the ones who could look at a crisis, look at an enemy, and offer them nothing but silence. They understood the art of ignoring. This is not about being petty. This is not about the silent treatment, which is a childish game of emotional manipulation. This is about strategic deletion. It is about the ability to look at a person who is trying to destroy you and render them invisible. You are here because you are tired. You are tired of the drama. You are tired of feeling like a puppet on strings that other people are pulling. You react to their insults. You explain yourself to their doubts. You fight battles that were traps from the very beginning. You want to stop. You want to regain the throne of your own mind. I'm going to show you how. We are going to dissect the dark psychology of strategic indifference. We are going to explore how withdrawing your attention can shatter the ego of a narcissist, make a lover obsessed, and turn an enemy into a ghost. By the end of this video, you will possess a weapon that makes you dangerous. The ability to be present physically, but absent energetically. You will learn how to create a vacuum that terrifies people because it forces them to sit alone with their own insecurity. But be warned, this path is cold. To ignore effectively, you must kill the part of you that craves validation. You must be willing to be called arrogant. You must be willing to be misunderstood. The sheep huddle together for warmth. The lion walks alone. Are you ready to walk away? Why do you ignore a beggar but pay attention to a king? It is not just about money. It is about access. The beggar is forced upon you. He is in your face. He is demanding. He is abundant. The king is behind a wall. He is rare. You have to earn the right to see him. Robert Greene wrote, "Familiarity breeds contempt." This is the foundational law of human nature. The more people see of you, the less they admire you. The more you speak, the more common you appear. The more you explain yourself, the more you look like a subordinate. You have been violating this law. You think that by being present and helpful and always there, you are building loyalty. You are not. You are building entitlement. You are training people to treat you like a utility, like running water or electricity. They only notice you when you stop working. To reclaim your power, you must manufacture scarcity. You must understand that ignoring is not an act of aggression. It is an act of price correction. You are raising the price of your access. When someone disrespects you and you argue with them, you are telling them your opinion matters enough to upset me. You are validating their importance. You are subsidizing their ego with your energy. But when you ignore them, when you look through them as if they are made of glass, you destroy them. You are telling them, you do not exist in my reality. This triggers a primal panic in the human brain. We are social animals. To be ignored by the tribe was a death sentence in ancient times. When you strategically withdraw your attention, you trigger that ancient fear. You force them to question their own worth. Why isn't he reacting? Did he hear me? Does he not care? Now the dynamic has flipped. They are chasing you. They are trying to get a reaction. They are bidding for your attention. And the longer you withhold it, the higher the price goes. Start today. Identify the energy vampires in your life, the ones who thrive on your reaction. Stop feeding them. When they provoke you, give them nothing. No anger, no annoyance, just a blank stare. And then turn back to your work. Treat their words like background noise. Treat their presence like a gentle breeze. Something you notice but do not change your course for. You will see them spiral. You will see them try harder, and then you will see them break because no one can fight a ghost. And that is what you are becoming, a ghost in their machine. Robert Greene in the 48 Laws of Power codified this perfectly in law. 36. Disdain things you cannot have. Ignoring them is the best revenge. But we are going deeper than revenge. We are talking about reality creation. When you fight a small enemy, you make him large. When you argue with a fool, you become a fool. Imagine an emperor walking through a market. A peasant throws a rock at him. If the emperor stops, screams, and throws a rock back, he has lowered himself. He has told the world, "This peasant is my equal. He has the power to disrupt my state of mind." But if the emperor keeps walking, if he doesn't even flinch, if he continues his conversation with his general as if the rock never existed, the peasant ceases to be a threat. He becomes a malfunctioning object, a nuisance, nothing more. This is the psychological state you must achieve: strategic disdain. It is the ability to view the petty insults, the gossip, and the disrespect of others not as attacks, but as errors in the environment. You do not get angry at a bird for chirping. You do not get angry at a dog for barking. It is their nature. Why do you get angry at a toxic person for being toxic? It is their nature. Ignoring them is the ultimate display of status. Robert Greene argues that a prince must maintain his majesty. He cannot be seen wrestling in the mud. When you choose to ignore, you are framing the interaction. You are the protagonist. They are the extra. If you engage, you give them a speaking role in the movie of your life. Why would you give a speaking role to someone who hates you? Cut their lines. This requires a shift in your internal monologue. When someone tries to bait you, instead of thinking, "How dare they say that?" think, "How sad that they need my attention this badly." Do you feel the difference? One is defensive, the other is superior. One is the victim, the other is the judge. You must look at them with a mild, detached curiosity, like a scientist looking at a rat in a maze. Oh, look. The subject is trying to get a reaction again. Fascinating. And then you look away. This gaze, this cold, analytical, unbothered gaze is more painful than any insult. You could scream because it denies them their humanity. It reduces them to a mechanism, and people will do anything to prove they are real. But you will not let them. You will keep walking. You will keep building. You will keep ascending. Let them throw rocks at the sky. The sky does not care. Comment this below to lock in the mindset. I am the sky. They are the noise they are. Now we enter the realm of behavioral psychology. How do you make someone addicted to you? How do you make them obsessed? You do not do it by giving them everything they want. You do it by giving them nothing, then something, then nothing again. This is the principle of the slot machine. If you pulled the lever and won every time, you would get bored. If you pulled the lever and never won, you would quit. But because you win sometimes, and you never know when you keep pulling, you are trapped in the loop. Ignoring is the nothing. When you are always available, you are a vending machine, predictable, boring. When you start ignoring people, not out of cruelty but out of focus, you become a slot machine. Let's say you are in a negotiation or a complex relationship dynamic. If you answer every text instantly, you are signaling low value. You are signaling that you are sitting by the phone waiting to be summoned. But what happens when you go dark? What happens when you disappear for 6 hours or 2 days? The other person's mind begins to race. They create stories. Is he angry? Is he with someone else? Is he busy building an empire? They fill the silence with your power. Robert Greene knew that men are driven by two principal impulses, either by love or by fear. Silence creates both. They fear losing you, and that fear reignites their desire-love to secure you. You must learn to be comfortable with the vacuum. Most people feel a lull in the conversation and they panic. They babble. They fill the air with nervous words because they are afraid of the judgment of the silence. The outlier loves the silence. The outlier sits in the silence and watches the other person squirm. When you ask a question and they give a half answer, do not speak. Look at them. Wait. Ignore the urge to save them. In that silence, the truth will come out. In that silence, they will negotiate against themselves. This applies to your absence as well. If you are always at every party, every meeting, every gathering, your presence is diluted. Start saying no. Start skipping events without a detailed excuse. I can't make it. That's it. No apology, no elaborate lie, just no. Then when you do show up, it matters. You have created a contrast. The light is only valuable because of the dark. Your presence is only valuable because of your absence. Use ignoring as a reset button. When a relationship, business or personal becomes disrespectful, withdraw. Do not argue. Do not try to talk it out with someone who is irrational. Withdraw. The withdrawal of your attention is a shock to the system. It forces them to recalibrate. It forces them to realize that access to you is a privilege, not a right. And if they don't realize it, if they don't chase, then you have your answer. They never valued you. You were just a convenience, and now you are free. There is a concept in psychology called gray rocking. It is usually taught to victims of abuse. The advice is to become as boring and unreactive as a gray rock so the abuser loses interest. But we are going to weaponize this. We are not using this to hide. We are using this to starve. There are people in your life, narcissists, drama queens, Machiavellian manipulators who feed on your life force. They need your emotional output to fuel their own twisted reality. They say shocking things to see your eyes widen. They create emergencies to see you run. When you ignore their hook, you starve them. But true ignoring is internal. You can look at someone and nod, but mentally you are on a different planet. You give them the generic minimum. Wow, that's crazy. Interesting, I see. You offer no fuel. You offer no hooks for them to grab onto. You become a smooth surface. Robert Greene advises that a prince should keep his own counsel. He should not be a leaky vessel. When you practice the offensive gray rock, you are protecting your inner sanctum. Imagine your mind is a fortress. Most people leave the drawbridge down. Anyone can walk in with muddy boots. Their problems, their complaints, their toxicity, and dirty your floors. Ignoring is pulling up the drawbridge. They can stand on the other side of the moat and scream. They can wave their arms, but they cannot get in. This drives manipulative people insane. They will ramp up their behavior. They will try to make you feel guilty. You've changed. You're so distant. You think you're better than everyone. Recognize these for what they are. Extinction bursts. In psychology, an extinction burst is the sudden spike in behavior before it dies out, like a toddler screaming louder right before they finally give up and fall asleep. When they accuse you of being cold, do not defend yourself. Do not say, "I'm not cold, I'm just busy." That is defense. That is weakness. Ignore the accusation, or if you must speak, agree with it. "I've been very focused lately." End of sentence. You do not apologize for your focus. You do not apologize for your boundaries. You must understand that you are retraining the world on how to treat you, and training is a process of reward and punishment. Your attention is the reward. Your ignoring is the punishment. If they act like adults, they get your attention. If they act like children, they get the void. It is simple. It is ruthless, and it works. But there is a danger here, a trap that many fall into. They ignore externally, but internally they are obsessed. They check the person's social media. They reread the old texts. They ask friends about them. This is fake ignoring. This is acting, and people can smell acting. True ignoring requires the death of curiosity. You must reach a point where you genuinely do not care what they are doing. How do you achieve this? By having a mission that is bigger than their drama. Robert Greene wrote his greatest works in exile. He was ignored by the courts he wanted to serve. He could have spent his days crying, writing angry letters, begging for attention. Instead, he turned his back on the present and looked at history. He focused on his work. He built a legacy that outlasted the princes who ignored him. You must do the same. You cannot ignore the noise if you have nothing else to listen to. You need a signal. You need a purpose. When you are obsessed with your own expansion, ignoring others becomes effortless. It is not a strategy. It is a side effect of your focus. You don't have time to argue with the haters because you are too busy building the castle. They will eventually try to enter. Focus is the ultimate form of ignoring. Focus is the razor that cuts away the non-essential. Ask yourself right now, what are you tolerating? Who are you carrying? Drop the weight. You cannot climb the mountain. If you are carrying rocks in your backpack, just because the rocks screamed at you to pick them up, leave them on the ground. Walk. Robert Greene was a master of indirect warfare. He knew that if you attack someone head-on, they will defend themselves. They will become a martyr. But if you ignore them, they often destroy themselves. This is the concept of passive incitement. When you ignore a rival, you provoke them into making a mistake. Let's look at a workplace environment. You have a rival who is trying to undermine you. They make passive-aggressive comments in meetings. They try to steal credit. If you fight them openly, you look like a troublemaker. You look emotional. Management sees two people squabbling. But if you ignore them, if you smile at everyone else but look right through them, if you answer everyone else's emails instantly, but take 3 days to reply to theirs, they will become paranoid. They will feel disrespected. They will start to act out. They will raise their voice. They will make a sloppy move to force your attention. And when they do, the spotlight hits them. Everyone sees them as unhinged. Everyone sees them as aggressive, and they see you as the calm, professional, unbothered leader. You handed them the rope, and they hanged themselves with it. This is the dark art of the non-reaction. By refusing to be an antagonist, you force them to shadow box. And shadow boxing looks ridiculous to the audience. There is a profound power in letting people be wrong about you. They want you to correct them. They want you to say, "No, I'm not like that." Let them tell their stories. Let them spread their rumors. While they are gossiping, you are working. Eventually, the gap between their lies and your reality will become so wide that they will look insane. Your results are the only correction necessary. The lion does not walk into the village to tell the sheep he is strong. He hunts and the village knows. Silence is the loudest roar. There is a deeper level, a level that Robert Greene hinted at, but few dare to explore. What happens when you turn this power inward? What happens when you learn to ignore your own weakness, your own fear, your own desire for comfort? And most importantly, how do you handle the backlash? Because when you start ignoring the world will try to punish you. It will try to break your silence. We are going to learn how to disappear completely to be reborn as something they fear. Prepare yourself. The air is getting thinner up here. When you finally stop feeding the beast, do not expect it to starve quietly. It will scream. In behavioral psychology, an extinction burst is the sudden, violent spike in behavior that happens right before a conditioned response dies. Think of a child throwing a tantrum in a supermarket. You say no to the candy. The child cries. If you ignore the crying, the child doesn't stop immediately. They scream louder. They throw themselves on the floor. They kick. They escalate. Why? Because in the past, escalation worked. They are testing your new boundary. They are asking, is this real or is he just bluffing? When you start ignoring the toxic people, the manipulators, and the energy vampires in your life, they will enter an extinction burst. They will not just fade away. They will attack. They will spread rumors about you. They will try to turn your friends against you. They will send long, angry texts accusing you of betrayal. They will try to bait you with guilt. After everything I did for you, you've changed. You're arrogant now. I guess I don't matter to you anymore. This is the critical moment. Most people fail here. They see the explosion and they panic. They think, oh no, I've made it worse. I need to fix this. I need to explain. No, you have not made it worse. You have forced the infection to the surface. The extinction burst is not a sign of failure. It is a sign of success. It means the parasite is dying. It means they are losing their grip on you and they are panicking. If you respond now, if you apologize, if you explain, if you argue, you teach them a deadly lesson. You teach them that if they just scream loud enough, you will obey. You reinforce the very behavior you are trying to stop. You must hold the line. Robert Greene advised that if a prince must be cruel, he must do it all at once and never look back. When the storm hits, do not engage. Do not defend your character. Your character does not need a defense attorney. It needs a bodyguard. And that bodyguard is your silence. Let them scream. Let them tell their version of the story. While they are wasting their energy trying to destroy your reputation, you are conserving your energy to build your reality. Eventually, the burst ends. The child gets tired. The manipulator realizes the old buttons don't work. The friend finds a new victim, and then silence. True, heavy, peaceful silence. That is the sound of freedom. Sometimes ignoring a single person is not enough. Sometimes the entire environment is poisoned. Sometimes you have been too accessible, too common, too known for too long. You need a reset. You need the ghost protocol. This is the nuclear option of social dynamics. It is the deliberate, calculated removal of your presence from the public eye. We live in an era of oversharing. People post their breakfast. They post their workouts. They post their location. They broadcast their every thought. They think this makes them relevant. In reality, it makes them noise. To regain power, you must go dark. Robert Greene knew that for a leader to be revered, he must sometimes withdraw to the shadows. He must become a myth. The ghost protocol is simple, but it is not easy. The digital blackout. Stop posting. Stop watching stories. Stop commenting. Leave the group chats that drain you. Do not announce you are leaving, just stop. Let your digital footprint go cold. The physical withdrawal. Decline invitations. Stop going to the same bars, the same clubs, the same social circles. Change your routine. If you are always at the gym at 6 p.m., go at 5 a.m. Make yourself hard to find. The deep work. This is the most important part. You are not disappearing to watch Netflix. You are disappearing to build. You are entering a submarine. You are running silent, running deep. What happens when you do this? At first, people will be confused. Then they will be curious. Where did he go? Is he okay? Then they will create rumors. Let them. But while they are speculating, you are evolving. In the dark, you can change without judgment. You can learn new skills. You can get in shape. You can build a business. You can rewrite your psychology. When you are constantly in the light, you are trapped by people's expectations of you. Oh, he's the funny guy. He's the broke guy. He's the shy guy. When you disappear, you kill that version of yourself. And when you re-emerge, you return as a stranger. You walk differently. You speak differently. You have results that no one saw coming. The impact of your return is multiplied by the duration of your absence. Imagine seeing a friend you haven't seen in 6 months. He looks sharper. He is wealthier. He is calm. You don't ask him, "Why didn't you text me back?" You ask him, "What have you been doing?" You have commanded respect through the sheer weight of your transformation. You ignored the world to work on yourself. And now the world has to work to catch up to you. Do not be afraid of the solitude. The laboratory of the outlier is always lonely. That is where the alchemy happens. We have talked about ignoring others, but the hardest person to ignore is you. You have a voice in your head. It is the voice of your biology. It is the voice of your evolution. It wants you to be safe. It wants you to be liked. It wants you to be comfortable. It whispers to you when you are ignoring someone. This is mean. You should text them. What if they hate you? It whispers to you when you are working. You're tired. Just sleep. Do it tomorrow. This voice is a traitor. Robert Greene wrote about fortune, luck, as a force that must be conquered. He believed a man must build dams and dikes to control the chaotic river of fate. Your internal emotional state is that river. If you listen to every impulse, every fear, and every doubt, you will drown. You must learn to ignore your own weakness. This is the ultimate discipline. When you feel the urge to check your ex's profile, ignore it. Treat it like a pop-up ad in your brain. Close the window. When you feel the urge to explain yourself to a fool, ignore it. Recognize it as an ego trap. When you feel the anxiety of missing out, ignore it. Recognize it as a manipulation of the matrix. You are not your thoughts. You are the observer of your thoughts. The moment you realize you can look at an emotion, acknowledge it, and then not act on it, you become dangerous. You become a machine of will. Most people are slaves to their chemistry. They feel hungry, they eat. They feel horny, they consume porn. They feel lonely, they text a toxic person. They feel angry, they yell. They are biological robots. The outlier breaks the circuit. I feel lonely. Interesting, I will get back to work. I feel angry. Noted. I will use this energy to lift heavier. I feel the urge to seek validation. Disgusting, I will kill it with silence. This is the internal application of the art of ignoring. You must become ruthless with your own mind. You must cull the weak thoughts. You must starve the doubts. If a thought does not serve the mission, it does not get a seat at the table. Ignore the traitor. Listen to the general. When you master the art of ignoring externally and internally, you reach a state of being that is rare in this world. You become a mirror. A mirror does not judge. It does not react. It simply reflects reality back at the observer. When an angry person screams at a mirror, the mirror does not scream back. It just shows the angry person their own distorted face. When you stop reacting, you become that mirror for society. People will project their issues onto you. If they are insecure, they will call you arrogant. If they are needy, they will call you cold. If they are manipulative, they will call you difficult. You will see them clearly, perhaps for the first time, because you are no longer blinded by your own emotional reaction. You can see their machinery. You can see the strings. You will see that the insult wasn't about you. It was about their father. It was about their lack of money. It was about their fear of irrelevance. And because you see it, you can forgive it or you can destroy it. The choice is yours. But you are no longer a victim of it. You have achieved the Robert Greene ideal. Veru, not moral virtue, but strategic prowess. The ability to stand in the chaos and remain unmoved. You are the eye of the storm. The world spins, the people scream, the drama cycles. But you are still, you are focused, you are watching. And when you choose to move, you do not react. You strike. You act with intention. You act with precision. You have taken back the currency of your attention. You have stopped spending it on the undeserving. You have invested it in yourself, and the returns on that investment are infinite. But be careful. Once you start down this path, there is no going back. Once you taste the power of silence, you will find it intoxicating. You will find that you have less tolerance for the noise of the average world. You will lose friends. You will lose connections. You will shed the skin of your old life. This is necessary. You are entering a new level of the game. A level where words are few but meaning is deep. But as you become this ghost, this mirror, this force of nature, you will face a final temptation. The temptation to use this power to hurt. To use silence not just to protect yourself but to torture others. To use absence not to build but to destroy. This is the shadow side of the art, and it is a slippery slope. Robert Greene warned that a prince must be feared, but he must never be hated. Hate is dangerous. Hate creates assassins. How do you walk the line between being unbothered and being cruel? How do you maintain your power without becoming a monster? There is a specific technique for this, a way to decline without disrespect, a way to ignore without inciting war. It is the art of the velvet wall, hard as stone but soft to the touch. But that is a lesson for the few. That is a lesson for the architects. Because if I gave you that weapon now, you might cut yourself. You have enough to practice. Start with the silence. Start with the withdrawal. Start with the ghost protocol. Reclaim your mind. If you're still here, you're not like the others. Subscribe if you haven't.